All right, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to a daily recap, and I'm actually gonna recap a bit of this week because I wasn't at the charts at all. I know that I was looking for shorts, but that's really it. So we're gonna just dive into the London sessions mainly on EU. We might do GU as well. Thought that, or I saw on Instagram that looked quite decent over here. Yeah. So to be fair, that's only here. That's it. And the XY. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Quite interesting. You see that 100 level? Rejection, rejection, rejection. Push through, rejection, bounce, and we went up again. Nice. Clean price action in terms of how it moves. Not really maybe the entry drill, but it's not always necessary, you know. And we're gonna add Forex Factory to see the news was this week as well, so that might cause some slow movement, some fast movement. So nothing tomorrow really, nothing really today. We got job claims. Sorry, but that's really it. Housing stats, CPI, and retail sales on Tuesday, and on Monday, Empire Statement. All right. Nothing that I know of that is quite major. So let's just dive into Monday and see if there was anything that suited us. I actually have no idea if I did a recap on Monday, but I was just at different focus points. So we're just gonna start on Monday, and this is Tuesday. So this was previous daily lows, previous daily highs should have been up there. So just keep in mind, I'm not going to move it. Keep in mind that at that weekly high, we had the previous daily high as well. All right, so it's Friday. There we go, Monday. Perfect. All right. So first thing we can see on Monday is that we had those previous weekly highs, previous daily highs above. Now if we zoom out real quick, we know where we are, right? We knew that we had this area up here. We didn't tap into that daily supply zone. Actually, it's that weekly PY. But if we go to the weekly, we can see that we came into, oh, that's later on. So for on Monday, we only knew that we were above this key level that aligns with the key level on DXY. We knew that we pushed strong. We pushed through quite strong. We are above old highs, so no, I don't want to leave this page. So overall, we are in an area where we want to look for shorts above old highs, supply zones above key levels, so maybe a retest and a continuation, whatever, but not longs. Why not longs? Because we are not in discount areas, we are in premium areas, so we want to look for shorts. Keeping that in mind, we can go to lower time frames now, and we can actually see that we took previous daily highs, we took previous weekly highs, aka we took liquidity to the upside, so we can look for downside movement. In addition to that, we took Asia highs up here or down there, actually, and we came above here. So now let's zoom in further to see what happened there. We can see that we have a kind of a break here. This is a clean inducement anyway. This was on Friday. We saw that bearish break inducing sellers, and then we just got that continuation, higher low, and now we have a higher high. So keeping that in mind, we can actually mark that out as a break here, then another break here. So we have a low. Oops, that's quite big. A low. We have a high. Then we have a bearish break followed by a bullish break, building up liquidity, low and a higher high, and that was a last range we're in. So from this low up to this high. We can draw a tool on there, and we can wait for discount pricing, or we can look for sales above all highs. Now, in addition to that, we can see that internally, in that range, we took these lows. After that, we got a break here. So that was a bullish break. This is for this. That's, we know that we had that range liquidity, and we can immediately see that there's not really any long possibility. We can see we have this high, a low. I don't know, let me actually zoom in, see how that works. All right, so high, a low, lower high, lower low. This is actually our last pallet break. Going back to the 50-minute, what can we see? That we have this range, and now we actually have a case for long trades as well, although a bit tricky with the slow price action on Monday and timing, but let's see. So first look at longs. Where do we want to long from? Well, we need a 50-minute supply zone, and we have that over there. Sorry, demand zone. So we have a 50-minute demand zone. There we go. We can instantly see that we don't tap into the 50% of that. We stand that, so we don't tap into the 15% of that demand zone. However, come above here, and then over here we should need a confirmation entry for longs, and there is none that tags us into the trade. So there's no longs according to my plan. No longs there. Let's just remove that and focus on those shorts. I know that the short, there is a short, but well, I'm not sure if there's a short, but I know that there's no tag inside of my trading times. So we can see the high, a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high. First thing I notice is that there's no early sellers on the 5-minute. We got this bearish break, but we know that this is the last low that led to a new high. We want to see early sellers in this on this move up. So early sellers somewhere in this area. We don't see any early sellers. We just keep continuing up. If we go to the 1-minute, we might find some. Yeah, you could say this is a low that led to a high. So on the 1-minute, we have a set of early sellers here. This legs the downside. Other than that, not really any early sellers. So in case we use this one, we can use this one, although it's a bit tricky as on the 5-minute. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's class that one as what the hell happened. What is this? Huh? Reload. Someone fetch me my apron. Interesting. Anyway, back to it. Back to life. Sorry. All right. So then we had as early sellers, and that's actually quite valid. You see. So, and then we want to see a break. Where's that break? Over there. That's the last low that led to a high. I wouldn't take anything else because the 5-minute is so clean. That is literally so clean. Sorry. No, but I wouldn't, even if there was a 1-minute break in there, it's just the 5-minute structure here is super clean. It is nice that it's building up liquidity here, but other than that, I wouldn't take a 1-minute break. I would just wait for a 5-minute break, and that one is over here, and that one provides then your entry. So you can see that we come below break below this low over here, we can place our entry. So this is outside of a trading time, so it's not a valid trade for me, but it is a valid setup nonetheless. So let's mark it out. And stops above the high for our stouts, medium to large. Stop loss. Large is around 10. Sorry, I'm not watching. 5.7. There you go. And then you can see that we reach back into discount over here. And then we break below again. So we actually can reduce. And it would maybe end up in a reduced stop loss, but it's not a strong break. This is why I don't like to enter at this time, because prices keeps playing around. You could leave your stop above here even after this break. Why? Because we didn't take any internal range liquidity. So ideally, you want to take internal range liquidity and then get the move. That's like a refined way of entering my style, is entering at the liquidity. If it sits higher than that 50% of the buy to sell move. So refining, take the liquidity if it sits above 50% of the buy to sell move. This is the buy to sell, 50% of that. If the internal range liquidity sits above, you can refine your entry, place it on the liquidity, and then this would be your entry instead of this one. Now, what I do is just try to extend it a little bit and probably tag around here. Not the most mechanical way, but it is nice. And 1 to 4 gets hit before Asia lows. And then actually you want to be very careful here, because we reach into that discount of this leg, this low high. Sorry, this low that led to that high. Reach into discount pricing of that. So yeah. Yeah, that's that. That's Monday. And I said I'm gonna focus on New York or on London, so let's focus on London. That was Monday. Then let's head into Tuesday. So we have previous daily lows down here, and our previous daily high was up here. Yeah. So we can see during Asia we break above. Then we break above Asia, we get a nice resettlement perfect. So previous daily highs taken, Asia high taken as well. Let's move it down back a little bit more. What we're gonna do again? Well, we are above old highs. We are not in discount pricing yet. Our last leg is from this low up to this high, and we didn't reach into discount yet. So after we come above Asia highs, we can look for sell setups. Well, first thing we can see is that we have this break here, and we can see that the pre-Frankfurt open session timing thingy, this pre-Frankfurt move is our early sellers here. So that's even cleaner. Actually, let's use this thing. I like this. So that is our early sellers. Bearish break, bullish break. Now, what do we want to see done? After that move, we want to see 1 minute break. This time, 5 minute is not that choppy clean, just push up. So let's wait for that 1 minute break, and let's see if we get entry. I don't class this as a break. It's too minor. This is our break. And we can actually see that this is never reaching into that 50%. So there's no entry there. No entry on Tuesday. Let's continue on to Wednesday. There are some longs here. If it taps in is a second thing though. Long 3, 4, 5. So no, it doesn't tap in. So no longs there. Let's head into Wednesday. Oh, such my apron. Oh, that was a bit too far. 1 second, I have to answer this message. All right, sorry. Back to it. So Wednesday, previous daily highs are appearing for Tuesday. Nice. There we go. Previous daily highs are up there. And previous daily lows were down here. And we can see that we break below here. Which means that we have a new range. Finally, we get a, we could say like even maybe 4 hour. Yeah, we break below that on the 4 hour, although it's not that clean. Or just a wiki PA here. Not a, actually one of those weeks again where I'm lucky that I took a week off trading because there was not much to trade. But we can see that we broke below there, and we can see that we have a new range to work with. All right. And I actually love to see this. So we actually didn't, this is nice. Yeah, we didn't tap into that 50%. That's clean. All right, all right, all right. Getting excited. I hope there's an entry because we have this nice 50-minute supply zone here. Yeah, it's an extreme. It's a bit large. There's a lot of PA inside, but if we break it down further with liquidity and everything, we can see that we have Asia highs being taken, but we didn't tap into that over here. So this move, we don't want to sell from there. Buys, are there buys? Well, let's see, because we are below lows as well. No buys here. All right. Interesting. What can we see for more? Above this liquidity, we have a nice 50-minute PY. Now we know that we tapped into that, but since I've been using that supply zone, I'm not really bothered by price tapping into something again. Well, if there's no supply zone, but there is an order block, then I'm bothered by price tapping in to it again, because then it's already mitigated. But in this case, the order block is mitigated, but the overall supply zone is still valid, if you catch me, if you understand me. So yeah. Then we break off this liquidity, and this can be classed as early sellers, this whole move. Someone fetch me my airplane. And let's go down. And I hope, oh, I've seen entry. I hope it plays out though. So come above here, tap into that 5-minute PY. We are inside the 50% of a 50-minute supply. We are actually inside of 50% of a 5-minute supply zone, this low up to this high. So we can just go to the 1 minute and look for an entry. We have our early sellers over there. We have a low, a high, low, a high bearish break. We have our, ooh, that's gonna be a tricky one. And then our short trade. We can see it doesn't hit any like 1 to 4s, but 32, 22. So no, it doesn't get hit. I think 22. 22. Nope. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, it is what it is. It looks so clean. So no tap there. Unless I draw something wrong. No. That's unfortunate. All right. So no tap there. Then we got the break there. And okay. All right. So no trade on Wednesday either. Great. That's really great. I love that. Nothing missed yet. Nothing missed yet. And then we head into today. So to be clear, this is our new range to work with. It's a bit because there's still some errors above. We got some equals here, not the cleanest. So previous daily highs, previous daily lows. And now we can look for pretty hard to read trades. Into range liquidity taken into the 50-minute supply zone over here, the extreme supply zone. There we go. Not into the 50% of that, but some breaks nonetheless. This is not the cleanest break either, but it is a break because that's where price reacted from. Slow PA, building up a lot of liquidity. No, it's not clean to me. Come on, this is not clean. Look at this, building up so much liquidity here. But you can see it's following order flow. This continuous order flow to the downside, and we can see that here. Come above that, we have, I wouldn't say that one. Well, we could take that one. Oh, actually, let's take that one. So we have that one. We have a cluster of candles over here. Let's move this to the side. That's our 50-minute supply. You could also use this one, whatever you want. I would take that one. To be fair, but just take it to the highs. That's our 5-minute supply. 50-minute PY. Go to low time frames. We might see a sweep. Not really. So not the cleanest. Building up more liquidity here, not the cleanest supply zone. But what can we see for more? We got early sellers here. On the way up, so not this one, but nice this one. You can see that this lows, the last low that led to that high bearish break 1 minute. It's a low, it's quite of a low time frame PY, so makes sense to me to look for 1 minute early sellers. And this is actually where the first trade of the week comes from. This short. And that's a nice long short win trade. So 75, 65. That's already that candle. So you let it breathe, let it breathe, let it breathe. 72, nice entry there. 3.6. Okay, 70. Decent 71. That's it there. Even if we take 70. Each lows is the target. Nice 1 to 4. Yeah, and that's a trade. That's really the only trade for this week that I can see. Tapped into that 50% during Asia. Not the cleanest break, but a break nonetheless. Building up liquidity to the upside, which is not really on our side, but it is valid. Bearish break again, taking into range liquidity. 1 minute early sellers. Sorry. And then a bearish break. And that's it, guys. That's the trade for this week. I'm not gonna look at you. I'm just gonna keep it on EU. We can look and see if the XY lines up with that as well. Yeah, just following that bullish order flow, would say. After taking this low, nice, tapping into that area over here. Just yeah. Yeah. It's quite similar to you. All right, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Looks clean. Looks clean. That was a nice trade. And then after that, coming for stop loss hunt, and if you are break even, then your stop was here. You would have still been in the trade, and your next partial area would be here, which is 1 to 10. Woohoo! Sick trade. Imagine if you just trade for the liquidity, so you just keep your entire volume on a trade, 1 to 10 trade. This is already at 1 to 20. All right, clean trade. All right, I'm heading out. I hope this helped someone. It helped me. Now I'm updated again, so this is what I like to do. I finally finished my work, or most of my work, so I had some time to look at the charts. Just do a recap like this, see where my entries played out. I immediately know what happened. I'm up to date again, and I'm ready already. I'm already ready for next week because I know where we are. All right, so peace out. Catch you guys another time.